Harsimus Cemetery, founded in 1829, was founded by the first cemetery company established in New Jersey. The cemetery exemplifies early garden-style burial grounds that use landscaping in a park-like setting. This 6-acre plot of land has an extremely rich history dating back to the American Revolution, in which various skirmishes occurred between the American and British soldiers. In fact, in 1780, General Marquis de Lafayette, on the request of General Washington, camped here with 4,000 troops, and ultimately engaged British troops. Following the Revolutionary War, the land was used as a key military stronghold during the War of 1812, where a large ammunition bunker was kept underground, still standing to this day and rumored to be haunted.
The land was finally converted into a cemetery as the population of Jersey City was rapidly increasing during the 1820s. At this point, many church graveyards were ill-equipped for the demand of grave plots. In 1830, a cholera epidemic broke out in Jersey City, resulting in the establishment of Harsimus Cemetery. This new cemetery adopted the revolutionary garden-style layout, with flower beds, large trees, and extravagant mausoleums and tombstones, setting a precedent for other iconic cemeteries such as Woodlawn in the Bronx and Greenwood in Brooklyn.
Actually, the Harsimus Cemetery was an undeniable success, with prominent Jersey City residents purchasing plots. The many notable graves include plots of the Colgate family, Colden family, and countless Spanish-American, Mexican-American, and World War veterans. The cemetery is home to the graves of Alexander Hamilton's brother, the first American to fly in a hot air balloon, and a Titanic survivor. The cemetery flourished under its private ownership under a board of trustees for many decades.
2007, with the passing of the last board member and reports of financial mismanagement, the cemetery saw its collapse. Ultimately, its gates closed that very year. Within the next few months, the cemetery was reclaimed by nature and became home to vandals, the homeless, and drug-abusing teens. In 2008, however, things changed for the better when a team of dedicated Jersey City residents made it their job to clean up and maintain the historic cemetery. Their effort and hard work is apparent as many gravestones have been recovered and projects to further improve the state are ongoing. In fact, the family of goats have been introduced to the land to clean up the weeds growing on graves.
Today, Harsimus Cemetery is maintained by two veterans of the Vietnam War. Tommy G., a prisoner of war in Vietnam, and John the Digger Wilson were evicted from their homes, and the old caretaker cottage became their new homes, in return for working the land and keeping vandals away from the tunnels. We met with Mr. Wilson, who agreed to give us a tour of the cemetery and the tunnels. The following is documentation of our interactions.
Here. Right here, two brothers, Samuel and Jacob. Lousy. They're actually headstones back there. They got money. You know, I needed strong, prominent families. Non-denominational, as you can see. And you have another one here, the Civil War. Anson. And Carrie might be his daughter, who knows, okay? In the 35th New Jersey Infantry, in the Civil War. And two brothers in a memorial of those from a different family. It's, you know what, let's walk over here real quick. You see the difference? You see that chevron on that headstone?
Yeah.
That's from the War of 1812 and on up, okay? And then World War II, these are called footstones. This is like World War I and up, government issue. Over here we have a gentleman that fought the Civil War to get his freedom. Herman Young, colored troop. There's 9 of them that buried here on the other families' plots because they fought to get their freedom in the Civil War and all that. And let him be buried here with his wife and different she gave. It's a different name, but there's 9 colored troop soldiers buried here besides all the hundreds of thousands of veterans and so forth and so on. Okay? We'll make a quick trip up here. Let's see what Company B. Careful with this grass. Oh, let's go over this way quick. We're going to sidestep here. This family here. Randall. And then you got the banks. Anybody guess what bank that might be?
B?
The Providence Bank. These are the founders. Big party. We just planted these here so it's like we have more flowers.
Nice.
Up here. You got the Wiley family. Wiley. Publishing company out of Hoboken.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Alright. These are people that's going back with the dates. 1929, 1970, 1960s. Family goes back further back. Then you're here, right here. Booze, right? Come up on this side. This stone was actually in the ground. This is his government issue stone. Remember I said with the chevron, the difference between World War I and the Spanish-American War and all that? You have like a chevron here. You can't read it. This was in the ground, so was this. Sean Hall come in and help me dig a lot of headstones up. And this is in 3 pieces. When you come on this side here, I'm in Cluse. Okay? Company B, this is my bugle boy. There used to probably be a monument up on here, but it was preserved in the ground. And in the front, you'll have, this is a special design. So the family had money. The wife, when he passed away, the wife remarried. On the front here, you'll have a flag and a rifle. He's an infantryman. Now, look at the design on this. All right. Now we're gonna go sidestep. So you got veterans all over. Okay? Any people that come in here and Google them for me, don't worry about it. They're not gonna come up and grab you.
But still, I
Anyway, no, you're here to do a purpose, history. Look at this. See these 3 chain links?
Yeah.
During the Spanish-American War. If you didn't go to Yale, Harvard, or whatever, you couldn't become a Freemason. Now anybody can become a Freemason. So the officers in the Spanish-American War made their own group up called the Odd Fellows. So there's like the Freemasons, like the Elks or the Moose Lodge and stuff like that. And then you have a lot of heavy artillery here. So there's a reason why I'm here. Anyway, this is a medal. This was an artillery base for the French, though, during the Revolutionary War, Marquis Lafayette. But then in the War of 1812, they went somewhere else in the Dickinson High School. That's where they made the first U.S. regiment, Jersey City Regiment. But you still have light artillery. Everybody in here is infantry, to everybody, every religion. See, Freemason, right? Now we're gonna hit up there. This is gonna be a good one for you guys. I mean, you can see that. You see some Henderson. It could be Henderson Street, right? Warren. Who knows? You gotta look these things up. Look at this. We're here. Assistant engineer at Jersey City Fire Department, 1838 to 1898. All right, fire department. Now over here is a police officer from Jersey City. From my understanding is, you know what I mean? All right, come on over this way. Earliest stone on that record here is 1830. Oh, I wanted to show you the guns up there. Why don't you, we're gonna have to do this in a couple segments. There's so much history in here, these are gonna be boggled. Okay. Watch, you got groundhog holes here, so come up on this side where I'm walking. We have a gentleman here that was born 1775 in Framingham, Mass. September 27, 1775, and August 18th, 1830, he passed away. He ain't going nowhere, but just be careful leaning on certain stones, because if they fall on you, you're gonna have to shoot you. You know, when a horse breaks a leg, I'm only kidding. Edit that.
got it.
But they married into the Stone family, which was the Van Riper family, Van Riper Street. Okay, remember St. John's? And inside here is the catacombs. Another time, well, that was the ammo bunker of the War of 1812. And then afterwards, the cemetery took control of it and bricked it up. Yeah, we can do that. Somebody hold that in their back pocket, and I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
You don't touch mine, don't take mine with you, because they'll take a vacation from me. And I can sleep more. I'm only kidding. Oh, I don't have a flashlight on me.
We have some other phones.
You got lights?
We've got lights. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Come equipped. I like that.
Do you need help?
No.
It's a big
There's
rock.
a system. There's a system for this. There's a Will. There's a Wilson.
Have you ever had people break in here?
That's why it's like this. They don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll hear the bricks fall down on my room.
Really?
First, I hear the goats.
Yeah.
Because they want attention, so that's my burglar alarm system.
Oh.
By the time they know I'm up top, you smell them and they're gone. Anyway.
Does it happen often?
No. It hasn't happened in a long time. I'm here 6 years now, so it might have happened once, twice in between. Other than that, there's no reason for you to come in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're better off coming to me and asking me.
Yeah.
Open it up for you. You come with a group, I'll do it.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? You don't have to come and sneak in here because
Yeah.
you're going to wind up soiling your jaws. Because I'm going to come out after this.
Yeah.
You never know. This is part of a corner marker. You see these here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's a K. These go down about another 4 feet. So we have one. This family here is very prominent. They have 2 big blocks. And we found this one headstone by the garage. It's World War II, a Navy man. And it took us a while to hook up to where the family's supposed to be at. And I go to look, there's a K here, there's a K there. This family has a big plot here. If the family finds their deal or whatever, proves that they're family, they will be able to be at this room. And I'm sure they will be, because I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm talking another half dozen, couple bit. We don't need that, but just that's the way things are going in here. Why you got gates on the cemetery for? Everybody dying to get in? That's a bad joke, though. Oh, yeah. Watch, don't worry. These doors are like 300 pounds a piece, my friend. There's a reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
Have the doors been replaced at all?
No! Yeah, check this out.
Wow.
Oh. It's a lock door. I have to soak this.
Flashlights.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna lock this up back.
You're not gonna die, right?
Huh?
You're not gonna die, right? This isn't gonna be.
No, man. Wham, ma'am. Sorry, I didn't say me. Listen. Yeah. All right, you're gonna walk in here and make sure. Like I said, you're gonna have to dilate your eyes. Don't worry about it. There's a couple caskets in here,
Oh.
but most of the bones I took up and I put.
How far does it go?
We'll find out, won't we? There's 2 steps down. You can feel it's air conditioned. These are World War II radios, U.S. Army. I opened it up so people could see the old circuitry. So we found this in here on the premises. This is all marble floors. This is all you're gonna see when we come in there. You got one more step, it's gonna open up. Like a half a 2-inch step right there. If you look up, you see skylights. They bricked this up. This is 200-year-old brickwork. 202-year-old. It's more of 1812.
Where does this go?
Back there. We're gonna go back there.
Okay.
We're gonna go back there. Come on. Stay in the middle. This room back here, if you look up, see the skylights. Every room with air and light. This room here, at one time the Colgate family bought this for their family underground mausoleums, all prominent people. A lot of them when Brooklyn opened up. Oh, there was a big epidemic and they resold it back to the cemetery so they could use it as a receiving vault. Come back there, stay in the middle. See where the skylights are in the middle here? Because I just shoveled everything back and forth so we could be able to walk in here. This here is a count from Vienna back in the 1800s. If you look to your left here, this is the cover. This is like the vault to cover this casket.
We read online that there was a blind poet.
Right in the back here. What was the name? That you read about. Come on, come on, come on. You're wasting my time. Your number 2 pencil? Alice Ann Holmes. This is her right now. She's pleased to meet you. When she was 9 years old, in the 1800s, she came over on a ship from England, 2 months, with smallpox, she went blind. So she wrote about it. You see that right here? Look up top. See the glass? This is one of the original. You see the blue stone? This is blasted out of blue stone. This is the beginning part of the beginning of the Palisades, all the way up to Hudson Valley. Okay?
Yeah.
So and then they brick this in. So right now, and we have to tell me this room upstairs. Don't open anything up. Don't try to take pictures.
No way.
Yes, it's like I said, because I get free time then. I get furloughed. I'm like, they'll come back to me eventually. No. We gotta have people coming in here checking out everything, you know what I'm saying? Most of the bones are gone. That's why you see the piles. I shoveled this back. That's why you see candles. I was working under candlelight. You see skylights closed. Then you have, these are actually unused bolts, underground bolts for newborns. They haven't been used. Newborns. Babies that die at birth. You know what I mean? So, but they haven't been used. So no more. There's nothing in here that's gonna. You know.
What about this?
This is the Colgate family. There's another skylight over here too. You see, this each room. This is one of the smaller ones. And you have 2 big ones in the back. Cataract. Hubcap. Back in the day, we got $30 for that. Anyway. Those are, see the framing up there? That's what they used those for rats. So there was thousands of people down there. They had in 1917, 1918, I think there was this, I don't know, Spanish influenza or something like that, where there was thousands of people dying, young and old. So they had to store them somewhere. So they used these here, and you'll see rats all around where they would store them until they're able, the ground would be softened up, they're able to get it.
How old would you say these lanterns are?
Huh?
How old would you say these lanterns are?
These lanterns?
Are these newer? Or?
That's what, these people, you get slow on them. You see what I said inside?
Yeah.
I had to come in here by myself with a shovel and clean the muck up, and I had candles, I had them all in certain areas. Just so we could walk in here without getting your sneakers all scuffed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, because the place hasn't been open in years, I mean, the mold in here was bad, but I have skylights that are opened up now, since we've been working on it. And with the goats help, the 4-legged volunteers, you got covers and caskets here. This is vandalism. But I scooped everything over and found. You got 6 steps up here. And it goes back further. You're gonna see more rats. You know? And I got this blocked off because I have a couple of children there. We need to find out who they are and where they go. I don't want to disrespect them, so that's why I have them blocked off. If you want, you can look in there, but there's, you know, someone don't disturb it. The children still in the ship with the parents. Yeah, we got the children on. We got Monmouth University and another university that's going to be helping out to figure out and help do the right thing.
Where are the kids?
You know, see, it goes back.
Oh.
Go down there.
Right there.
So, it's good, we had to come in, it's sound, there's quite a lot of voices in here, otherwise, This is just remnants of the 70s and 80s when people used to party in here.
Yeah.
I was one of them, so, you know. You all right, bro? Cool? Don't worry about it, man. You know? Now you come up here. Oh, you gotta see the four-legger. Don't worry, I closed that up the way. You see what I'm saying? It's being right, bro. And up top here we have a big mausoleum too. That goes back 1855. Right here is another, I cut this out the other day. This right here is another underground receiving vault. But I keep this here because people keep going in there. But I don't know if you'll be able to get the pit. You'll be able to, if you go up there to see the racks. I don't know if people. Anyway, you can see the brickwork up on top. This here, the family had the first working windmill in Jersey City that Exchange Place. They had a fireworks company on the river. And to this day, they still have a fireworks company. The family came in like 2 or 3 years ago, and I opened it up. That's why the tin was there. It was desecrated before we got here. So that's why I have that closed up like that. And hopefully the family will come and fix it up. But from 1855 till now, the family still have fireworks. So maybe we'll put Fourth of July, man. Come here, we'll have a barbecue, man. Fireworks right in the back.
Yep.
Man. With them, let's walk over this way. I can show you Alice Ann Holmes' headstone. The woman that's downstairs, you have to bring her up. They have her as the poet, yeah. I'm leaving this up there for the goats too, because you can see the wall over there, the end of the fort. You always gotta be careful around here, because you're gonna have groundhog holes. We have, this is one of the skylights over the room that was downstairs. Okay. So that's why I keep it covered though, so nobody, you know, can slip in there. You slip in there, you're gonna be hurting.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 20-foot drop.
20-foot drop.
Yeah. Unless you get stuck in there. Then I hear the goat screaming. This over here, I got a couple more out here. There's 5 brothers, Caldwells, in the Navy. I don't know how they died. I don't know if they died of battle or whatever, but I know there's 5 brothers here in the Civil War, the Caldwells. I got it in my papers, but it doesn't, it says unknown. So they obviously they died probably after they survived the war. This gentleman I'm gonna find out about yet too. And then there's another headstone coming up. So when that comes up fully, remember the skylight back by Alice Ann Holmes? Look at here. So remember you were looking up at the blue snow? You seen the light?
Yeah.
This is the end of the town. Then you got over here. So you got your mother, Mary Holmes, and Mary Alice Holmes. Alice Ann Holmes, Mary Holmes Wright. I think that was the pen name, if I'm not mistaken. Something's itching me about that. So find out. You know what I'm saying? Because something to me says, you know, Mary Holmes Wright. I think that was the pen name.
Yeah.
Not that I was into poetry. Oh, don't worry, you get the shakes. Don't worry, we ain't going in. There we go. We got headstones we have to pick up just out of respect. And some people not, but you know, it happens. We're gonna go this way. Right, we did that. Look, I just cut everything up over here too. Except where I want to go. And let's see here. Over here. I get to cut this, but this gentleman here, look at it, what it reads on here. Wagoneer, 101st Ammunition, Tennessee, 29th Division, December 24, 1938. This was a guy with a horse and buggy with the wagons, the old cavalry, but artillery. The Wagoneer. Gunther's. Now we're going to get a kicker over here. We'll give you bug spray. Right here. This gentleman here. Frank Robbins. He owned a circus in Jersey City in the late 1800s. And then he gave it up in 1912, I imagine. His great-great-granddaughter come around and gave his paperwork on this. He's P.T. Barnum's in New York City in 1912 caught fire and all his animals perished. He sold the elephants or whatever before it was Barnum and Bailey, it was P.T. And then he gave up the circus business in Jersey City, but never knew that. You know, they don't teach you this stuff in high school about your local history, so now we're going to get it. That's great. You know? We're going to do, take a take. Take a take. Cut. I don't know this business.